Good morning, boys and girls. So excited to begin sharing with you some new lessons that are all about our syllable types. There are 6 of them, and how we're going to use all of that information to go ahead and break apart those very challenging words that suddenly are all in our reading books from the 3rd grade on up. So these are they're great new information. Over here, I wanted to draw your attention to some charts that I know that you have in your room. This chart right here talks about the 6 syllable types, and we'll be doing them in the order from this is the first syllable type, the closed syllable type, all the way through to the end here. And then on this chart, you notice how closed syllable here is in purple, and then over here, you have the actual definition of a closed syllable, okay? And it has just a very specific point. So you can see here that it talks about how the closed syllable is that you have one vowel letter, and then it's followed by one or more consonants. So it might be one vowel with 2 consonants, or 1 consonant, or 3 consonants, but it has to have one or more consonants after. Now, the whole important point about identifying a syllable as closed, and that's our symbol for it, closed, is the second bullet point tells us that when you have a closed syllable, the vowel is short, okay? The vowel makes that short sound. And that's really the whole reason why we have to decide what the syllable type is, okay? So today is just a review of a closed syllable words using single syllables. These will not be multi-syllables. This will just be single syllables, okay? So this is a complete review for you, but I really want you to concentrate on the definition of closed syllable, okay? So I'm going to just use these chips to go ahead and review some closed syllable words, okay? And at the end, we might go through and identify some words as closed or not closed, just as a quick review, okay? So if we can recall our chips, so our blue chips are for the consonant sounds. I do have some orange chips because some of our closed syllable words might have digraphs. And then the red chip is for our short vowel sounds. Let's go ahead and say our short vowel sounds. It's very important that when we're saying our short vowel sounds, we're saying them correctly, okay? So we have the letter A would make the ah sound. Our mouth is open, ah. The letter E says eh. My mouth is not open as much, it's closed slightly, eh. The letter I would make the I sound, and you notice, watch the difference between eh and I. There is a change in my mouth, eh and I. Very important. I know we've talked about how in Kansas sometimes those letters sound the same, so let's work on making a difference between eh and I. Then our 4th vowel sound is the ah sound, ah, and our last one is the letter U, and it says okay? So all together it's ah, I, ah, okay? So make sure that we're using those vowel sounds correctly. All right, so if my first word is zip, I would just stretch it out, z, I, p, and I'd go ahead and build it. Z would be the consonant, I is my short vowel, and then the p is our consonant sound. So then we want to determine, is this a closed syllable pattern? And that's where I remind you of the definition, which is on that chart and here on my board. And the definition of closed syllable is one vowel followed by one or more consonants. So we actually have to double check one vowel followed by one or more consonants. So we would say, yes, this is a closed syllable. Now I know that's a review, but here's where the tricky part comes. If we don't get this down, when we put it in words that's very long, it's hard for us then to sort all of these things out, okay? That's the reason why I'm taking the time to have this review with you, okay? All right, so of course if we were writing that down, we would put the letter that goes with z, I, p, zip. And I think you can probably picture those letters in your head. So I think we're good with that as far as writing our short ones, okay? Let's listen to another word. If I did the word black, b, oo, a, k. Okay, so I hear 4 sounds. So, b-o, that's definitely our consonant blend. So we've got two right here. And then we have a, and then there's the k. And if you've been working through these lessons, you know that when we hear that k at the end, that it's going to be the CK, which is a digraph. So we'll go ahead and put that in there, okay? So now if we think about this, I see my one vowel, so we're checking to see if this is closed. And then as I notice, there's only one sound afterwards. That one sound is made up by two letters. But either way, this does meet the requirements of a short vowel because we have one vowel followed by one or more consonants. And then there's nothing else, okay? So this is going to be a short vowel sound, okay? Or yes, it'll be short, meaning that it is a closed syllable, okay? So let me just go ahead and do another one and see. So say I had, I'm actually not going to say the word. I'm just going to go ahead and build the word, okay? So I'm going to say that I would have two consonants here, and then I would have my vowel here, okay? So think for a minute, is that an example of a pattern that would be a short vowel closed syllable word? Okay, I hear some of you shaking your head. No, it isn't. Because yes, it does have one vowel, but there is nothing following that vowel sound. Okay, there's nothing following that vowel sound. So that does not meet our pattern. Okay, so since that, I know that you're pretty well versed in that, I'm fairly certain that you will be able to start to remind yourself what that short, the closed syllable is. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold up some words, and you all are going to tell me if the word is closed or not closed, okay? So closed would be like this, not closed, okay? So make sure you're showing me that symbol. There is no reason to say the word at all. And here's the deal. Some of these words, well, actually all of these words are not words at all, okay? So I'm just going to hold them up, and I want you to think in your head, and then show me, and I'll say show me, okay? So look and show me. Yeah, it's not closed, okay? Because I see two vowels. Let's put it right over here, not closed. Okay, look and show me. Yeah, I see two vowels. So those of you who are telling me not closed are correct, okay? All right, here's the word. Look at it. Okay, very good. I see symbols saying, yes, this is closed because there's that one vowel and there's two consonants afterwards. Okay, so if we know this is closed, tell me what sound this would make. Yeah, I would say ah. Okay, remember that's the whole reason we do this, so that we know what sound the vowel says. Look right here. Show me, closed or not closed? Yes, I see closed. And then our vowel sound says ah. Okay, that's the only important thing that we're talking about right now. What is that vowel going to say? What about this? Show me. Not closed. Okay, while we do see one vowel, you notice there's nothing after it. Okay, so this does not follow our pattern of closed symbol, or of a closed syllable. Okay, let's do one more here. We look right here. We have to look for our vowel. Our eyes have to get very attuned to finding those vowels. As I look here, I see two vowels. Since our definition says one vowel, we can stop right there because we see two vowels. This is not closed, okay? Boys and girls, I want you to spend tomorrow, your teacher will have some additional words for you to practice on, possibly even a little sheet to work with, okay? So that way you'll be able to have a chance to give a try on your own for identifying syllables that are closed and not closed. Thanks a lot.